Kevin, you motherfucking avatar. You better start the fucking after the show now, motherfucker. Avatar ass bitch.
Kevin's eyes look insane, but he's got new hair. Virginia is a witch and she farts in her chair. Jason is a spaz who's got an old man's ass. Welcome to the After the Show podcast.
Oh yeah, hello and welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast. Happy Monday. And what an interesting day of the week to have American Beer Day on.
Oh, no. We cannot be doing all that.
American Beer Day on a Monday.
Y'all blew it.
Speak for yourself. I might have one.
Yeah.
Monday? No.
Wait, who are you?
I can't do Monday. Sunday, fun day. I never drink on a Monday.
Your Honor, I would like to absolutely object.
Yeah?
I can guarantee you I can give proven audio of her talking about drinking Kahlua
Oh, well, Monday.
on a Monday.
Monday night football. Maybe I would.
Exactly. Okay, you know what, Your Honor, I rest.
Your Honor, I take it back. Case dismissed.
You should never go into a courtroom.
Yeah, I could never.
I can never. And then I remembered Monday night football.
You should never go into a courtroom as a juror or ever be put on the stand. Just stay away from the courtroom.
I'm trying. Isn't that the goal? Stay out of court.
Yes.
Not just me. I think everybody.
You're right.
Stay out of court, y'all.
Yeah, probably a good idea. I was having a nice bathroom conversation with the Bird. He checked out that Jane Goodall famous last words that she had done on Netflix. We had mentioned that last week, and it's an interesting premise that Netflix has where they're going to be interviewing celebrities likely over the age of 90, which she was, to sit down and say, hey, this is going to air after you die. So you got to... It's a weird approach because do you ask them? Do you wait for them to come to you? I'm not sure how they're doing this.
They talk about it. They talk about how she even mentions, she goes, yeah, I mean, I'll be dead when this airs. That was the deal they made.
Yeah.
So they filmed it. They had nobody else in there but just cameras and one host who I thought did a fantastic job.
Okay.
And just Jane Goodall. And she was going through some good whiskey through the interview. And I got to tell you, I highly recommend it for a lot of people.
Okay.
It was very spiritual sounding.
Well, what she said I thought was great. And it sounded like, she was really leaning into, hey, we all kind of have a purpose. And I liked everything that she had to say. And that big quote is like, okay, what would you like to leave behind for other people? And, it was a good outlook on life that we'd addressed last week.
There's a question that she does answer, and it is a political question of some sorts, which I'm sure people are not going to like. But if you take that out and don't get mad at that part, when it comes to, I think, a spiritual conversation, I was very fascinated by it.
Now, you said she talked a little bit about aliens as well.
She just said that we're not alone. There's another plane than what we are, what we know of. And even if you're a person that thinks your life isn't doing anything or doesn't matter in the world or you're lost in the shuffle, it's not true. And look, it's just her own opinion, but I would take an opinion of somebody who's, I don't know, fucking gone into a rainforest by herself for months and months and has done shit other people have not done. She did the work. I mean, she was a hard worker and she's honest about everything. She's honest about her marriages. She's honest. You could tell this is a human who knows it's their final bow.
Who was harder to deal with, a husband or chimpanzees?
Without a doubt, husband. Without a doubt, one of her husbands had a tough time with her fame.
Wow.
And was jealous. And she said he was a brilliant man. But I don't know. I thought it was nice because there were parts of spiritualism coming through, and I just think there's a deficit of spiritualism. And I'm not even talking religious. I'm saying just being spiritual to your neighbor, your friend, your loved one. I think we live in the mic drop era of, yeah, I just fucking burned you, bro. And I think we, need some more hugs sometimes.
Aww.
I do.
That's why random people are kissing you on the mouth.
Why?
Stuff like that.
Well,
We need more hugs. We need more lip kisses.
Well, I just think we need. Everything's a fucking fight. I mean, everything.
I think that part of that is kind of driving some people back. There is a bit of a kind of a renaissance for that. That I think some people are coming back to churches. They say that with Gen Z, that generation, their church attendance and trying to find spiritual connection in those things is at a number that we have not seen since basically the baby boomers, maybe even before that. So I think a lot of it has to do with the toxicity. I think they're just like, I'm just tired of all this nastiness. And they're looking for some kind of spirituality and some kind of connection.
Yeah, look, I'm not trying to be no pussy over here. I get it. We can have some some spirited debates, but there's just something in the atmosphere where everyone just got a little pissy.
We're too mad.
Well, yeah, we're too mad, and I don't know. I'd like to see more connecting. More. I just feel like there's a spiritual deficit.
Yeah. Fiery engagement and fighting is exhausting.
It is. And I understand that's part of the syllabus. That's how humans are. But it just feels like it's tiring.
It's a lot. Yeah. We're at an all-time high as far as like people being mad at each other.
And if you think I'm an asshole for wanting to bring people together, maybe you're fucking part of the problem.
Yep. Yeah, one person in our KBJ TV chat said, I'm Gen X, and I've started going to church after 15 years of boycott. And I hope that the church and these type of institutions don't blow it again. Unfortunately, they're run by humans, and they're,
humans are flawed.
Yes. And so, they have done a lot of stuff. Look, I've been in it since I was a kid, and there's a lot of stuff that, had pushed me away. But as I kind of did it on my own and did my own exploration, all that, I said, when you realize that a lot of these institutions ruin it, but when you just break it down to what it's supposed to be without humans wrecking it, it's a very important thing. It really is. And I hope that everybody can find that and not be led by somebody that will take them down the wrong path, but they can find it for themselves. I think it's definitely worth the while.
Well, I just think people need to give each other a little bit of grace with one another. I feel like,
that never happens.
Oh, I just feel, patience is part of our DNA. You can't plant a tree and expect it to grow right away. It takes a process, and we are part of this whole whatever this is. And I just think people need a little bit more patience and a little bit more compassion at times. Again, not trying to be a pussy. Don't be a pushover. But also, let's try to connect. I mean, in the time of a connection, I feel like people are more disconnected than ever.
Instead of looking for a fight, look for a connect.
Stop fighting, start uniting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. I'll get 10 emails. You fucking pussy.
Hippie bitch.
Exactly.
Yeah.
1,000% that's going to happen. I can already hear them typing.
Well, hopefully people can find their own way, because I think expanding our empathy is not a bad thing. So whatever takes you down that path to be able to do that, go down that path. Now, the paranormal is something that comes up big time this time of year. I think that spirits recognize it as well, because they get all ginned up. All Hallows Eve, that is their time of year to shine. Day of the Dead, it's just right around the corner, coming up this week. And 60% of Americans say they've had at least one paranormal experience. That's a majority of Americans. Have you had a paranormal experience, Virginia?
I don't think I have, where I've full on been like, oh, damn, that's a motherfucking ghost.
But right. I will say,
I saw weird things out the corner of my eye and been like, what was that? But I don't know, like eye to eye going, damn, that's a ghost.
You have been way more receptive of that stuff the older you got. And I think you could possibly have an experience, because
I don't want to.
I think you don't want an American Horror Story ghost to fucking all over you.
I don't want any ghost.
Believe it or not, ghosts can be comforting.
Just because you want a ghost, you can't make me want one too.
I am gonna be a ghost bully.
That's not how ghosts work.
You're gonna fucking ghost.
I don't want a ghost. damn it.
Yeah.
If you give me a ghost, I'm going to whip your ass.
No, what I'm saying is, it's not always evil stuff going on. Sometimes it can be comforting.
I don't give a shit if it's comforting or evil. I don't want it.
Yeah.
I don't want none of it. I don't want a little kid like you got. I don't want a woman in white robes like you got. I don't want a demon that wants to succubus or.
You can't trust a human. How are you going to trust a spirit?
Thank you.
No, I swear I'm good.
I barely trust humans. I'm definitely not trusting a ghoul.
Right.
Your Honor, I rest. I pleaded my case. I'm not going to win this one.
Yeah.
He just wants everybody to have a ghost like he got.
No, I don't want people to be horrified about every ghost encounter. I get how some are horrific, but they're all not like that. Sometimes they can be a message of positivity.
I'm not sticking around to see what fucking message this ghost has.
Right.
Bye.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
I'm leaving.
You're right.
Thanks.
I'm a fucking maniac thinking everybody wants to have a
No,
ghost.
most people I don't think want to have a ghost.
I'm good.
Look, Kevin's like, I'm good. Denny's, do you want a ghost?
Rose?
No, you don't want a ghost either. Our engineer's in there. I'm sure he doesn't want a ghost either. He's like, no.
Chad, you want a
Chad
ghost?
does not want a ghost either.
No, you don't want a ghost either.
No.
All right, so-
only sickos like you want a ghost.
I guess so. But
You're not turning me.
no, but there is one right behind you.
If there's a ghost in here, it's because you brought him from your house.
Of course.
And I've told you, don't bring your ghost in here. Don't bring Vlad in here. Don't bring any of those spooky dolls you got in here.
Oh, and I'm going to bring so many more. It's Halloween week.
I will punt your doll across the room.
I would not do that. Yo, you don't want a ghost? Oh, yeah, go ahead and kick a possessed doll. That'll help you.
Right. Yeah, even though they say a majority of Americans have had at least one paranormal experience, it's not panning out in this room, apparently. But 35% of those people say they felt a presence or unknown energy.
So, the Kevin Ralston, you've never felt something that was a little spiritual or off or weird or ghostly of any sorts?
No, I've felt moved, and whether that was emotions or whether that was something else that was going on, it was all in a positive way. There also too have been some times where you just feel something. My mom was very in tune to all that kind of stuff, and I think it's a gift that some people have, and I don't know if my mom had an exceptional gift, but she did have an ability to sense certain things. And she, especially with evils, she would go into a situation or she would meet somebody and she's like, I'm sorry, there's just a darkness about them. And I think all of us kind of probably have that. Hers would go off sometimes that I didn't see it. But anything that was demonic, evil spirit, stuff like that, she would, there were many times she's like, we're getting out of here. She's like, there's a vibe. And she would feel a cold presence. She would feel like cold air. And she said the hair on the back of her neck would go up. And I had a chill down my spine. She's like, God told me to get out of this situation. And we just left.
You guys would go to the pizza crossing and all of a sudden Motley Crue comes on. The devil music.
She didn't like all that stuff. Yeah, shout the devil. She was not a fan. She did not buy that. Shout the devil. Yeah, she didn't like that one. Yeah, so she had that. I think some people have. And I've told you that, there were some things that she had that was unexplained. That one time that she sat up in bed and it was 2:38 a.m. and she just felt, she wrote down that time, got down on her knees, started praying, and that was exactly the time I was booked into jail, was 2:38 a.m.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, no, I absolutely believe in that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so
especially when you're close with your kid.
Yeah, and that had happened a couple times when I gotten in trouble. She just somehow, and I don't know, you could say maybe that's just some kind of spiritual connection between mother and son, or she had some kind of awareness to that. But, there were odd little similarities. Could be complete coincidences. Those are the kind of things in life you just can't prove. But, there were things like that. She had a few stories like that. You're like going, okay, it seemed like she was in tune to something.
Yeah, my dad didn't know I was going camping with Bigfoot. And I told you guys about how it was about
The person, not the animal.
Yes, the animal, or the person, yes, the one I gave my kidney to. We thought we watched somebody get run over by an ATV.
Oh my God.
It was very traumatic because everyone didn't know if this person was alive. They ran over a sleeping bag or a tent.
Right.
And they realized they just missed their child with the tire. So the guy ends up punching him. It was just really.
Oh my God.
It brought down, we were having the best time, and it brought down our spirits so much because we thought someone had died. And it was very traumatic. And out of the blue, my dad just called me, which is very weird, at 3:45 in the morning. He goes, "Hey, I just want to make sure you're okay. Is everything going all right? I just make sure you're cool." I feel like he sensed something was.
Wow.
Like I was shook because I really thought I watched somebody die.
Yeesh.
So I just watched someone get punched.
Yeah, I love a lot of those stories. I mean, they're endless. You could just stack them all up. Now, a lot of times I think for us, you say, I want the absolute way to prove it. And I think there's always going to be a little bit of that deficit between what you can't explain and what you can prove.
And maybe that's part of their charm is the fact that they know how to not have you prove it.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's really and that's where faith comes in. We have to say, okay, there's a little smidgen of space still left. We're not going to close that gap, and maybe that's intentional because you got to fill that with your faith. And if you got faith, you got faith. And if you don't, then you'll never know.
Yeah, just weird things have happened to me where I think there's something else going on at times, where it was the time where I saw a cardinal when I was literally praying about my mom after she had passed away. I was not in a very good mental state, and a cardinal had just landed right in front of me. And, the cardinal is the symbolism when you're down and out and you feel alone or just depressed. That cardinal is supposed to represent faith, hope. Someone's watching your back. It's going to be okay. And I get home and I was so charged up from this story. And I call my sister in Oregon and I go, "Tina, you're not going to believe what fucking just happened." As I'm telling Tina the story about the cardinal, this is a different area. Another cardinal lands down on a chair and just looks at me as I'm telling Tina about this cardinal story. I go, "Dude, you're not gonna fucking believe it. Another cardinal's looking at me."
She's like, "All right."
I know. I know. I get it.
You and your made-up cardinal stories.
I understand why people would not believe it or get it, but I swear on everything that absolutely happened.
Wow.
And it was fucking weird.
Cardinal on top of cardinal.
Well, I don't see cardinals all the time. So the fact that I saw two when I was talking about my mom at a time where I really needed to talk to my mom, it was bizarre.
It was bizarre.
It could have been coincidence, but you know what? In the moment, I go, I'm going to take this win.
You should go to spring training at Roger Dean. Lots of them.
Yeah.
St. Louis Cardinals.
That was a good one.
Sorry, no offense to your dead mom.
No, not at all. Kind of like your joke the other day. Someone sent Denny's pet food. She goes, "Oh, it's food for a dog. You don't need any of that. Your dog's dead." I'm like, dude, the mics aren't even on.
Right, I know, huh?
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, they say right around 35% of people have felt either a presence or unknown energy. They've smelled an unexplained odor. Could have been a fart. They've heard an unexplained sound or music. And even 26% of people have heard the voice of someone who wasn't there.
Oh, yeah. Ooh. That one's a big one for me.
Yeah, so about a quarter of us, and even that felt an unexplained change in temperature, which I say a lot of times if there's maybe a ghostly presence, people will say they see a drop in temperature. In fact, a lot of the ghost shows that do it, that's usually one of the instruments they use, is they'll have a temperature, and then something will happen, and the meters will go off, and the temperature drops usually 8 to 10 degrees. And that's when they're like, okay, explain that. And then, of course, you got to look at the HVAC systems and all those kind of things. Is a window open? But, in many cases, that's not the issue. And then that's when they're saying that seems to be a scene, that all these things happened at once, and a drop in temperature was one of the things that had happened at that time.
And it's a very easy thing to go, "You're drunk, you're on drugs." No, stories I'm telling you, I was completely sober. I don't drink all day long. You know what I mean?
Right.
I have moments of sobriety, y'all. It's not like I'm always got a whiskey drink in my hand. So these are moments that happen in real time with nothing altering my system.
They say 16% of us have actually seen a spirit or ghost. So it's a small percentage, but 10% of us say we've seen an angel. Okay. And 7% claim they've actually seen a demon.
Oh.
No thanks.
Now, again, demons are not as common as one may think. Possessions and all that stuff.
I don't want a demon.
There's other types of ghosts out there that like to trick you into thinking they're a demon, and they're not a demon. Demons are possession's a rare thing. It happens, but it's not something. It's usually a ghost fucking around with you.
Jeez. Tricky ghost?
Oh,
Yeah.
A ghost pretending to be a demon?
And if you have a ghost magician, you're fucked because they love tricks.
Kristen and Stuart said, I'm not sure if Jbird has heard of this show. It's Scariest Houses in America. It's on HGTV, but it also streams on HBO. The host tours around the country and visits the houses that have qualified to be the scariest in the region, and they compete for a house renovation. It's on its second season. It's super interesting to see how people choose to live in the homes that they choose to live in and the quickness of it. Some of them are haunted and some of them are just weird, but the episodes are short and it's pretty easy to watch. Some people live in old funeral homes, houses from the 1800s, etc. Might enjoy it. Scariest house.
Would definitely like that.
Could you imagine living in an old funeral home?
Yeah.
Crazy, right?
No, thank you.
Fuck yeah.
No way.
You're just scared of the death, dog.
I don't want to live in an old funeral home. That's morbid.
Yeah, no, in my hometown, the one across from my dad's law office that I grew up in, I knew the girl. She was a year behind me. Her dad was a mortician, and their house, they lived in the top level, and they would embalm the bodies on the main level and in the basement. And then they had the showing room just off to the house. But yeah, she lived amongst it. Like, you would walk downstairs and there'd be dead people. Wow. You know, I was like, that would just be crazy.
It's a peculiar way to grow up.
Yeah.
I guess if it's all you know, it's all you know, but I wouldn't pick it.
No. I was like, no, thank you.
Oh, I'd be
crazy.
so intrigued. Only because I want answers. I want to know what's on the other side.
Well,
don't
you will. Eventually, you will know.
That's true.
Hopefully later than sooner.
Death by Christmas.
So Magnolia was in Savannah, and I was telling her about one of those houses that you can go to. I don't know if she did that. That was something when I was there. My buddy Pastor Sean and I, we actually went to. I think the Weed Sorrel House is the name of it. We were there. It started at midnight, and they gave you all the little devices and kind of hung out to see if you get anything and collect any EVPs. And the story of the house was interesting about multiple deaths that had happened there, and they found bodies in the basement and stuff like that. Did she do any ghost touring stuff in Savannah?
I don't know if she did. I'm asking her right now if she went to the Weed Sorrel House.
Yeah, that was the name of it. Mm-hmm.
The weed.
That's one of the ones.
The weed store?
All right, I'll ask her. I know she was frolicking around. They went shopping.
Hanging with Miles Teller was probably cooler than going to a haunted house.
Oh, that was the highlight of her trip.
How crazy is that? You just run into Miles Teller in a bar in Savannah.
Hey, Kev, who's Miles Teller?
I know, right?
I didn't know who that was.
Crazy.
And he's wearing a matching outfit with her. They're both dressed in brown.
Dude,
Uh-oh.
the
There's
guy,
a sign.
It looks like they're on a date.
you love Top Gun Part 2.
I did, but I didn't know that was his name.
Huh. Yeah, that guy, he's one of those guys that all of a sudden got 75 movies.
Yeah, he's been
in
in some
so many.
Whiplash. He's been in some huge movies.
Have you seen Whiplash, Kevin?
No, I've not. I've
Oh.
heard great things about it.
You have to watch Whiplash. That is a must watch for a Ralston.
I've heard great things about it.
Kevin, you would love that movie.
Yeah. He's been in War Dogs. He was in that one. He's been in some decent movies.
Yeah, he just started showing up. I'm like, damn, whose dick is he sucking? Oh my gosh, he is in everything.
And he was just in a bar hanging out, huh?
He was. So she said that they went to a few places that you recommended.
Okay.
We didn't get to go to the Sorrel House, she said, but we went to a lot of the restaurants and ice cream places that Kevin suggested.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool little places there. It's a fun town. Big fan of it. An email here from Karen. She says, for Jbird, Back to the Future going to be in theaters for a few days for its 40th anniversary next week. She said, I already got tickets and they are selling out.
Wow.
Man, I love me some Michael J. Fox. I was watching some of his old stuff over the weekend. I'm sorry, man. That guy just was very likable on screen.
So likable on screen.
He really was.
He nailed it.
There's not much Michael J. Fox did in his career that he didn't fucking nail.
He's charming. He's likable. He's adorable. He's the guy next door. He just, you forget he's acting.
There's a theory on the internet that Back to the Future is considered the perfect movie.
Okay.
There's from beginning to end, it holds up. There's no fat on that steak. What do you guys think of that theory?
I mean, I would agree with it. I don't know what it was up against, but it is one of my favorite movies of all time.
Tell me what part of Back to the Future fucking sucks or drags.
Right.
Great characters.
It's all good.
Biff is one of the best bullies of all time.
Yeah. I know we've had that discussion about what you could consider to be the perfect movie, and there are a few, but yeah, it's in the category, and I think it belongs there.
It's hard for me to nitpick that thing at all. I mean, The Godfather, I love that movie, but I could say shit I don't like about it. Back to the Future, kind of tough for me to do.
She let us know that it's showing at the CMX Miami Lakes, so I'm not sure what theaters it's going to be, but if you're in Miami Lakes, you can at least check it out there.
Okay.
Saw a couple of interesting things movie-wise, and I am all about this. Last week we told you that they were looking at Michael B. Jordan to play Ricardo Rico Tubbs in the Miami Vice reboot that is going to be kind of spoofing more of the 80s TV series more than what Michael Mann did with Colin Farrell and Jamie Foxx back in 2006. And they're talking about having Michael B. Jordan being Tubbs, and Austin Butler would play Crockett, Sonny Crockett.
Okay, I can see that.
Those two guys together would be a phenomenal pairing.
Austin Butler.
Yep.
I'm looking him up because
he's done the Elvis movie. He was
he's
Dune.
really good in the Baz Luhrmann Elvis.
I could see him.
Absolutely. I think it would great.
Yeah, I think it would work.
In fact, I'm not sure I can think of anybody better.
That's pretty good.
I'm all about that.
I mean, just the two original guys, they just nailed it.
Yeah,
Crockett and
they
Tubbs
were good.
amazing.
They were perfect for that role. But I think these guys could be good. Somebody in the chat room saying that Miles Teller was at the Savannah Film Festival. Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell were also there in town. Okay.
And by the way, both have alien encounters.
All right. They're part of that percentage we just talked about. A couple other things to check out. I don't know if you would like this idea, but Adam Driver's talked a bit about a plan he had for a Star Wars movie that kind of got shot all to hell. And it was going to be The Hunt for Ben Solo.
Ugh.
That apparently there is now a campaign to urge Disney to revive it. Steven Soderbergh was going to be a part of it. He wrote on Blue Sky that he did not enjoy lying about the existence of the film, but kept it secret until now. I don't know exactly what the plot would be, but some people want them to make The Hunt for Ben Solo.
They got to sit down with a real fan.
Okay.
Dude, a bounty hunters movie would go off, and that's all I'll say, Virginia. I won't get into Greedo. I won't get into Dengar or Bosk.
Okay.
Or IGA.
They did a Boba Fett series, right?
Oh, fucking just the biggest piece of shit.
So maybe they could do a bounty hunter thing, but they would blow that too.
And then people were being so mean because Boba Fett, who gained a little weight, they were calling him Boba Fat. It was just
that's tough.
Yeah.
And Wedding Crashers also going to be coming back to theaters for its 20th anniversary on December 4th and 11th. They're going to also be showing the 10 minutes of deleted scenes that was first released on the 2006 home release.
Okay.
So if you want to see that again, that movie's going to be back in theaters.
The opening of that movie makes me laugh all the time. It's a very good movie.
There's some really solid laugh out loud
yes.
moments in that. It is. It's not a complete movie because there are parts of it I don't like the ending, but man, there's so many solid parts in it. It's definitely worth watching.
The comedies are tough to wrap up sometimes, man. I just noticed that.
Old School didn't finish well either.
It didn't. Yeah. I would agree with you.
Yeah, you can go down a long list of comedies that just fell apart at the end.
Usually I like the first hour of a comedy and then it starts to get a little waka waka whoa.
Yeah, zany.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And there was a story that was kind of quiet, but I actually think it's kind of a big deal. Taylor Sheridan, who has just made every guy movie and flick that's been of quality the last 5 years. He did Yellowstone. He's done Landman. He's done Lioness. He's done Tulsa King. All these, and everything's been on Paramount. I mean, he really has just propped that whole thing up, plus all the Yellowstone spinoffs that they've done. Well, Paramount recently was sold to Skydance Media. They bought them in August, and I guess Taylor Sheridan did not like that. He was unhappy with the leadership, and a whole bunch of tensions arose, and you remember what happened when he got in that kind of pissing match
with Kevin Costner.
And who wound up winning that?
Those two, I think they're still pissing.
Yeah.
Oh, they've been taking the longest piss, like a man's piss.
They will be pissing until the day one of them dies. They don't like each other.
I didn't realize until the more I learned about Kevin Costner, just because I thought he made great movies and he was always either a director or a writer or something on there. And sometimes he kind of comes off as an actor, a little almost understated. I think that motherfucker's got bottle rockets up his ass.
So this is a guy who got into a pissing match with Kevin Costner, and now he got into a pissing match with Paramount. Didn't like what they had going on, and it looks like he's going to win this one as well. He has just signed a massive long-term film and television deal with NBC Universal.
Oh.
Now, his current contract with Paramount expires at the end of 2028, but what that means is all of his hit shows, Yellowstone, Mayor of Kingstown, Tulsa King, Lioness, all that stuff, he don't own. Paramount does. So all of those shows, he will have to wrap up and end by 2028.
And start writing some new things and get ready for your new home.
Believe me, Kevin Waterworld Costner has got no shortage of ideas. He's already working on, I bet he's got 7 scripts ready to go right now.
You're right. He's intense.
So what I was thinking is, if you, for instance, are Rip Wheeler and you're all excited about your new Yellowstone spinoff that's just starting right now, you don't have any more than 3 seasons of it because he's leaving and leaving you behind. Now, they could maybe try to get another writer and continue on all those shows that Taylor Sheridan started, but how quality would they be? I don't know. When the guy who created them and wrote them is taken off to go to NBC Universal. And then, of course, there's pressure on him because signing a massive deal, they're expecting you to come up with another Yellowstone, another Lioness, another Mayor of Kingstown, another Tulsa King. So
what's our Lioness going to be?
You're talking about to make them happy. He's probably going to have to create at least 5 big bangers.
And you're right. When you get... If you have something that's already been established and then you bring in new writers who don't have the same vision. Yeah. I mean, I loved the show Boy Meets World. I loved it. But you can tell during around season 3 or 4, they got a whole different set of writers and shit turned fucking weird.
Did they fire the old guys or they just couldn't come to terms?
I don't know what happened, but I love the middle writers when it got weird. That shit turned fucking bizarre, man.
You like it.
I loved it. But you could tell the whole tone of the show just changed because you had new people creating that content.
It does, yeah. So it's tough. So I would assume any of those shows that you love that I just mentioned, they will be ending in 2028. Regardless, and then you'll see a whole new thing. So
he's probably like, all right, fuck, all right, I'm done.
Yeah, he might be. And look, he's one of those guys that if anybody wants to challenge him on how he's going to create or stand in his way, he's just going to take his ball and go home. That's what Taylor Sheridan does. So
I mean,
heading to NBC Universal.
Interesting.
If you're able to back up your numbers,
yeah.
Which absolutely. I think he can.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see what he brings to NBC Universal. Mm-hmm. Or is he out of ideas?
Yeah, and you got to
What's in the tank?
Well, they're all kind of like guy type of shows. It's like I got the cowboy, I've got the CIA special agent, I've got a mafia guy over here, I've got, a badass politician here. So they're all kind of rough and tumble, aggressive kind of shows. So I guess there's many different places you could do that with.
Just be happy you're not plagued with what I have. When I get into a series, I start to dress like that series. So if all of a sudden I'm watching vampire shit, I'm going to come in here with fucking fangs and a cape.
Wow.
What are you watching now? Twin Peaks?
It's laundry month.
And you said one of the shows you're enjoying right now, Virginia, is TLC's Bailing Out Loud.
I do love this show.
Yeah.
I think Jbird told me the other day that he said some of it might be faked.
Well, no. That's not what I personally feel. The internet, the sleuths of the internet say that she's putting it on for,
I don't know. She has Tourette's.
I don't know it. I'm just letting you know what's out there.
She talks so fast. I don't know. Like, it just feels very organic, but she yells out the most fucked up things. She just yelled out in public that her boyfriend gave their dog gonorrhea.
What? That's amazing.
She yells out like just crazy stuff, and then Rocco repeats it all. It's very fun in our house.
And so maybe the question is this really part of her condition, or is she just creating funny things to yell out loud and saying, okay, sure, I may have the motor Tourette's, but still, we got to make this thing entertaining and hilarious.
Well,
she's got the kind of Tourette's that makes her want to kick him in the balls, and she can't stop herself. She has to kick her fiance in the balls.
Yikes. Does he block? Like, how does that go
He
down?
tries.
Oh, my goodness.
So both can be true. She can have Tourette's, but she also could
It might be a bit of both.
you could amp it up as well.
Right.
And I mean no disrespect to anyone who has Tourette's, but keep in mind, she's getting paid. She's getting paid.
Right. Every time she sees somebody who's bald, she has to yell out, "You're bald!"
Hey, wow. Gosh, that's crazy, huh?
It's wild. If she's faking it, she's good at entertaining.
Yeah, the clips I've seen, it's been highly entertaining. So, but and it carries for a show.
It does.
You have enough that you can do a plot and
Our family
keep the thing
watches
going.
it together, and we cackle.
Okay.
But we're kind of sick, too.
Okay, Bailing Out Loud, BAYLEN. That's on TLC if you want to check that out. Gave you some things to check out, and with the weather out there, if you can just stay inside and watch TV, it'd be a good day to do it. It's
Amen.
a little wet. I don't know what's going on. The traffic's a little bit crazy right now.
If you guys want to come over, I'll make you guys some soup.
Yeah, it's a soup kind of day, isn't
It
it?
is a soup day.
I'll make you guys a fuck
Make
ton
us
of
some
soup.
of that chili.
I'll make it right now.
Okay. Well, y'all enjoy your Monday. Thanks for the emails. Get them through to us, mail at kvjshow.com. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Goodbye.